is a wonderful city, a dynamic city.
Shifting news. Explore, feel, shift.
With this wonderful... The other time it was sunny, but right now with the coming of the rains, you see how the vehicles are struggling. A nice exploration to also see how Kisumu is. So keep tuned, keep posted. Remember, this is Outer Ring Road, and it has been considered as one of the most dangerous roads. See, Buruburu back then was the good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time zone you are watching us, or depending on the place you are watching us from. And I want to say thank you to all our returning supporters. You're just a wonderful family. And Nairobi is just a unique city for sure. When you check Nairobi, it can't fail to amaze you. Like right now, we are in Embakasi West. This is in Umoja, Umoja 2. On the other side, there is an upcoming road under construction, a very new road that has seen more enhancements. See here, we have a road with potholes. So for sure, when you check Nairobi, Nairobi is just a unique city with a lot of successes. We can't fail to mention there is a lot of successes in Nairobi, but also there comes with challenges. The other time it was sunny, but right now with the coming of the rains, we have such challenges being exposed. And as you can see, this one is an overflown drainage tunnel. This is due to the rains that happened during the night. So we will be walking. This is Moi Drive, and then when you cross that road on the other side, that is Embakasi Central. That is when you are going to Nasra, Komarok, Kayole. So in Nairobi, as we say, some of these things happen, and you see the exposure of some of the challenges that happen, highlighting some of the challenges that Nairobi is facing as a city. You see now with the clogged drainage tunnels or drainage channels, now the water is overflowing on the road. Now it becomes a challenge for pedestrians and also the motorists. So you see how this place is currently. But we are not supposed to use this as an SI unit to say that everything in Nairobi is chaotic. It is just one of the elements, and when you walk in some sections, you realize that Nairobi contains beautiful things. If you're visiting us for the first time, remember to join this amazing family. Subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. There is a bumps here, and I believe even the workers are here to try to unclog the system. Mambo kofiti, naona umesha report job. Sawa. Yeah? Nazunguka tu nachukua ka video kidogo. Pamoja. Now, you see now this water is coming to this area, being channeled to the other place, which means the drainage could be good on this other side. Let us just see how the channels are flowing. But now you see here we have piles of water right here. This is where the water is joining and being channeled to another, headed towards Kangundo Road. So this is Kayole Spine Rd, and here we go. Hey, let me wait for this vehicle to cross first, then you see how the vehicles are struggling. By the way, this could be our last walk in Nairobi city. See waste management along this place, and I can see the county workers. They are here to actually try to unclog these areas. So as I was saying, this could be our last walk in Nairobi city in February, in the month of February. So I hope you will be joining us in our new tour. We will be exploring Kisumu city, hopefully. So if you're there, you would like to support our trip to Kisumu, and that will be now early March. We will be in Kisumu. So if you're in Kisumu and you would wish to meet, you would like us to meet, kindly reach out via our WhatsApp number, or you can still use our email. And also, if you would like to support through finances in our exploration to Kisumu, you can also do that. Also highlight some of the areas you would like us to visit. It could be a one-day tour or a two-day tour, depending on the availability of funds. But right now we are hoping to also showcase Kisumu to the world. Kisumu is a growing city, and so far it has been voted as one of the cleanest cities in Kenya. So we will be heading there after the last time we were in Kisumu should be more than a year ago. So it will be a nice exploration to also see how Kisumu is. So keep tuned, keep posted, like the video, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. This video will be continuous all the way with the walk in Nairobi city. And as you walk along this route, you can see the dynamics of Nairobi city. Businesses along the road. We have Naivas supermarket on the other side. But when you look on the road, this side, it is good. We have cabros where pedestrians are walking. But then also now on the side of the road, you can see pads of water, meaning that there needs to be something to be done to ensure the roads and the drainage are revamped. We hope county officials, Kenha, Kura, okay, this side I believe it's Kura under Kura, because Kenha is always for the highways. So Kura and other relevant authorities, we hope whenever you watch these videos, you can see some of the challenges that need to be addressed with immediate concern, especially when it's raining like this. It is always a moment to also note some of these places that need adequate consideration. Like you see now, we have pile of litter there. That is not a dumping site, and a collective effort, as many of you have always articulated. You see, those are just citizens who probably just dumped the dirt there, and that's why they always say, also as Nairobians and as citizens, we also need to take care of our environment. I also saw a comment whereby, like in Nairobi about the drainage, they were saying shops. A lot of people are saying shops need to also be part and parcel of all activities that the county has to undertake, in that you find they also take care just in front of their shops to make sure Nairobi maintains the cleanness and top consideration when it comes to its citizens. So let's meet ahead. Manyanja Road, we are headed towards town. A special mention to some of our supporters, like Geoffrey the architect. The other day we had a very long talk, and thank you for taking your time to call me, and for sure your conversation was so insightful. Also to mention Kai Interests, AJ, Martin K, Atabi, and all the family from UK, Dave Bako. We have Karaoke 8. We have Macintosh and the fraternity from the US. And we have Mr. EO from Sweden. We have our Middle East people. We say thank you for always supporting us. And also you have Mr. Solomon, Jere, we have Sam, we have Oba Chen, and more others from here in Kenya, across Africa and beyond our borders. Continue supporting us as we showcase the different places we visit. Thank you for always being with us. And as we said, we are planning to shift to Kisumu for a day or two. And now there is traffic on this Manyanja Road, so that means we will be diverting to take another route. You can see the vehicles over there. So we shall be diverting. another route. So as we'll be heading to Kisumu, we also request you, our people, to support us financially, and if you're in Kisumu, you can also reach to us. Maybe when we are there, we shall be meeting. So these are some of the challenges brought about by the rains. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, receive all notifications once we upload a new video. We are headed back to take another route. Sometimes what we call, I think in business studies, we always refer to something like opportunity cost, and then it is a disadvantage but comes with advantage in disguise. You see, for us here, it is amazing to explore another new route and see how that route is, because we were geared to use Manyanja Road all the way to Jogoo Road, but right now I think we'll be using another different route. So keep tuned, keep posted. Let's see how Nairobi is in this weather. Remember, this is in February 2026. So in March 2026, for 2 days or so, we will be in Kisumu. So feel free to support us financially. Maybe if we'll be touring around, you can also let us know the places that we should showcase, hoping that finances will allow us to explore Kisumu in full and also sell Kisumu to the world. And here is B Center. the county officials, they are unclogging the drainage tunnels. Seems it has been as a dumping site. Welcome to Kangundo Road. You know, this road was supposed to be dual, but there are sections which have been dual, and I believe in March we will be doing a tour all the way to Joska. Hopefully I'll remember to connect with moving wheels, and we will be showing you how Kangundo Road is, especially from Ruai. I believe there are some changes that are happening to the road, so keep tuned, keep posted, because in March we're hoping to visit that area. construction of this market happened several years ago. That is around 2021, 2022, 2023. And the intention was to relocate the traders from Marikiti and Mudurwa to come to this side. But unfortunately, we don't know what happened, and this is the situation we have. You know, at Mudurwa, there was supposed to be a huge interchange constructed at that area. But you never know the plans of Kenha and Akura. One day, you will see changes happening at that area. So this place is called Charina in Umoja. And you can even see the challenges now. Most of these drainage tunnels These are some of the challenges. You can see the dirt. Have you noticed the trick here is some of the vehicles are stopped and then all the lanes are occupied by the vehicles going to one side just to try and reduce the traffic snarl up. Though you see now on this side we have increase in the traffic. Right now we are going to join Outer Ring Road. Everywhere. Remember, this is Outer Ring Road, and it has been considered as one of the most dangerous roads here in Kenya because a lot of fatalities have happened along this road. Most likely belongs to a church, and you can see right now, due to the rains, you can see the marabou stops. There is water, and across on the other side there is the railway line. That is the coming from the Nairobi Central Railway Station all the way to through Dandora to Ruiru, and then the buildings you are seeing on the other side, that is in Buruburu, and you can see from afar Nairobi city in the skyline. If you look carefully, unfortunately you cannot zoom, but straight there is GTC, and you can see this is the railway line. So the bridge is here. You can see. So these are the happenings after we have the rains. See, Buruburu back then was the best. But right now it remains like you can see even back then people enjoyed to have kitchen gardens. Like here you can see bananas. So our Buruburu supporters, how does it feel living in Buruburu right now? back then in the days, Buruburu was that estate in Nairobi. When someone was telling you they are living in Buruburu, hey, I tell you. Anyway, this is shifting news. We are here just we happen to board, and this is in February. So when you are watching this, remember we have promised we will be in Kisumu for a day or two. So kindly feel free to support us in one kind or the other. And if you are in Kisumu, you would like us to meet, kindly drop us a message either via WhatsApp or through our email. If you're visiting us for the first time, join this amazing family, subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. Remember to like, remember to comment. The good thing about closed drainages, they can be used as alternative pedestrian walkways. You can see people enjoying walking on the enclosed drainages, so it also is multi-purpose. Now we join Rabai Road. Remember, no, this is not Rabai. Yeah, it should be Rabai Road. No. Why is the name forgetting me? You can connect with this road all the way to Jogoo Rd. So we are now crossing through Buruburu. Today being the last Friday in the month of February, I also take this opportunity to say thank you to the Almighty for taking us through February, and thank you for taking care of all of you. We also ask the Almighty to bless you all, and also in advance we wish you a very successful March ahead. And we now join Buruburu Road, where we have the Uhuru Estate, and also we have the Uhuru complex. You'll be seeing the field is just ahead there, and you can check the organization of how these estates were. These were the olden models of how Nairobi was modeled. Right now it's being overtaken by skyscrapers and high-rise apartments. I don't know if you compare life then and life now, what do you note as the difference? And will the green cover still be maintained? That is some of the questions you people ask. So see, in some sections you realize that the drainage are okay as much as they are open. They are not clogged, yet in others you'll find that the drainage are clogged. So that is how dynamic Nairobi is, facing different challenges here and there, but still coexisting. They always call it Salem, from the word Jerusalem. So here Salem in Buruburu, and you can see we have a bit of when people say about discipline, this is what you see here. You see like how motorists are moving. Lane discipline is sometimes questionable, so you will find right now vehicles are occupying vehicles headed towards the town center. They are all occupying all lane. So this is part of Salem. So one vehicle starts and others will follow. Then you will find the gridlock. that side, you'll be headed back to connect to another road that will take you back to Jogoo Road, but within so through Buruburu, and we have Ofafa, Jericho, and those areas. You can see even most vehicles, even the PSV, ROG, we have they are also trying to evade the traffic along Jogoo Road, and they are coming to this side. Always feel when you happen to be in such a situation of traffic gridlock, and sometimes impatience. When you become impatient, it can cost you. Like right there, you see our driver made a mistake of following others who are overlapping, and now when the police officer came, now given that this one is a public, you find the situation becomes different. So sometimes in most of the cases when on these roads you need to practice patience. They always say patience pays, and also mind about other road users. But as many of you have always said, the indiscipline that is within us and our motorists is what can cost us. Even a lot of people have recommended that we need to have a class starting from Ukochini that teaches on discipline and how to take care of our environment and how to do waste management. Remember, this is Shifting News. We are here in Buruburu Estate. We are headed towards Nairobi CBD. And you see right now it's raining here and there in different parts of Kenya. And when it rains in Nairobi, apart from bringing out some beautiful sceneries when it rains in Nairobi, you know, when it cleans, it's like natural cleansing or natural cleaning of the city. Nairobi becomes beautiful after the rains. But also there are some other challenges that are exposed in such cases, like clogged drainages. You know, when it is dry weather, sometimes even those officials supposed to be on the maintenance side, they always even don't concentrate on them. But when it rains, that is when things turn haywire. See, even the lights in the stadium still under construction, but accessing that place it's not easy. is. Side, that is where we have the Nairobi railway city that will be coming up. So that is in conjunction with the government of Kenya and the government that is in the government of UK. Facilitate the Nairobi railway city, which is going to be one of the most modern around. So for all those who are visiting us for the first time, join this amazing family, subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive all notifications once we upload a new video. You can see we have traffic everywhere. So thank you guys for having watched up to this far. It has been amazing just traveling with you as we are connected to this wonderful city, a dynamic city where you realize that it is 50-50, but you'll realize that there is more progress, increasing population, challenges here and there, making it a very unique city. Even when you do research, Nairobi can give you a lot of insights. You can also learn a lot from Nairobi with its uniqueness, with a lot of challenges here and there. For sure, I can tell you Nairobi is one of the unique countries, or one of the unique cities, giving Kenya a uniqueness as a country. So always feel free to visit this city. You can always explore different areas. Like today we came from Umoja. We connected through the various places like Buruburu, Uhuru Estate, Kimathi Estate, and more others, until we are now in Nairobi CBD, where you see the traffic. It tells you Nairobi is growing. There is a lot of positive changes, but amid the changes also we have challenges. You see, with the increased population, you can see how people are hopping, stepping and jumping water. So water clogged, pads of water here and there. So you realize that Nairobi is actually, as many other cities, you realize that each city experiences lots of different challenges. But when you consider, as many of you have highlighted, when you consider Addis Ababa, it has given Nairobi like it has become a pace setter for Nairobi, telling Nairobi you need to improve, because they have designed in a way drainage is good, the pedestrian walkways, they focused more on pedestrian walkways, they focused more on the safety and security of pedestrians. Now, when you visit Nairobi, especially when you consider some of the concerns highlighted with you when you set them, or when you call upon Ken Hakura and other relevant bodies in terms of all the constructions happening, whereby they're supposed to focus more on good designs. For example, pedestrian walkways should not come as an afterthought. It should be enshrined in the initial designs to make sure that when all these constructions are completed, we don't have wastage of funds again to also come extract and do more constructions, which will mean that the budget hikes and also the citizens do not fully enjoy the services that come up with this wonderful infrastructure. So thank you. Challenges, let us cross like this. We are now walking along Kimathi Street. Being a Friday, you can see how the streets are along this unique city of Nairobi. Sometime back there was some beautification of this Kimathi Street. You can see even the remains of what was done along this street, whereby it was made in a way that even kids can come to enjoy some games. You can even see. But right now, I believe it was just a test trial, and this is the old nation building here along Kimathi Street. And I believe you can see, being a weekday, we have parking everywhere. Vehicles parked along this Kimathi Street. So we have come. It's so dynamic. If you have watched this video from the start all the way to where we are now, you realize that Nairobi is so dynamic. Lots of changes, lots of challenges here and there, and even good things to celebrate about, and also nostalgia. For example, when you consider Buruburu Estate, how it was back then, and maybe you consider how modern estates are being constructed, you also grow some nostalgia and feel part and parcel of this history. So thank you for having kept your peace and watching all the way to this place. Remember, we will be visiting Kisumu, and as we said, if you feel you can support us, feel free to channel through our M-Pesa number, be it Sendwave, be it World Remitly. Feel free to reach us via our M-Pesa number, which is in the description of this video, or the number is +254 701 800 444. Whether small, whether big, we will always appreciate. So thank you, and see you in our next video. Right now, we are along this Moi Avenue. See you in our next video.
Shifting news. Explore, feel, shift.